Gamers, we're back. We're here with Abbasid, and we got Denta helping us out. But what we're going to be doing is Abbasid. Again, I want to mention I have done English one, French one, Rus guide, Mongol guide. Now we're down to Abbasid. The next one is going to be Delhi, and so on and so forth. And what I wanted to mention is that this is not a build order guide where I tell you, okay, you make this building and then that building. This is going to be a guide of me showing different styles and different build orders, where just to show you all the stuff you can do with Abbasid as a civilization. So basically, I'll try different wings, you know, from eco, culture, military, maybe even trade wing if the map and the civ is good to play trade into. Same with unicomps, like some game will go like heavy archer, some game will go for like spearman, horseman. It all depends again on the matchup and how we feel about it, right? So that's kind of the plan. So let's get into it. So we're playing against French the first map. I found 2 sheep, which is amazing. Not. So that's already pretty unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna find some more. I was worried I was like following a scout or something. So against French, it's always gonna be fighting in feudal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go for military wing. Eco wing, I think against French is probably, I'll not want to say probably, it's just too greedy, I think. And military wing is kind of middle of the road between kind of, I mean, it's not middle of the road. I would say there's no middle of the road. It's either eco wing or military wing against French. There are some builds that I've played with culture wing pro scouts, but let's not do Abbasid pro scouts, okay? Let's not do pro scouts in one of the guides at least. Although I didn't do it with Mongol, to be fair, and English. So we're gonna go military wing in order to get a couple of units out to help me out defending. And then we're just going to go chop some trees, and we're gonna go second town center build, okay? Military wing, we can already rally it, and what we can use the military wing to be annoying with our units, deny the pro scouting if he goes for pro scouting, or even if, like I said, in the DLC, we don't know what the changes are going to be, but if there are changes to pro scouting or something, if he's going for second TC, the nice thing about Abbasid is you get a military wing out and you get 4 units, so you can harass your opponents to TC if they go for that. This is Beastyqt's probably least favorite civ for the guy. Nah, it's probably KT or English. Probably KT or English. So we got enough gold. I actually mined a little bit extra. So it's a little bit of an oopsie doopsie, but it's fine. We're gonna go for stone, and we're just gonna head to town center. Wait, did I mine extra? 580? No, I need 2 more gold, right? Yeah, I need 2 more gold. Yeah. So you need 105 gold, 110 gold, sorry. The reason you need 110 gold is you need to get spearman upgrade, plus you need to get, you know, fresh foodstuffs. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna go super fast second TC. Whenever I play against French, I do like to add a little bit of something to it, and that little bit of something to it is open up with barracks. And that way you can upgrade your spearmen. We get our fresh foodstuffs immediately. And we're gonna get a barracks, not only to make a few spearmen, but also to upgrade the spearmen we have here. Because then they're not Dark Age spearmen, they're Feudal Age, so they're a little bit more decent. He's got a back deer pack, which is not what we wanted. Double berry patch in the back, not what we wanted, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, we know where his gold is. He has wheelbarrow already, which is why his age up is delayed. And now, if he wants to defend the little push that I'm doing, he kind of needs to make either 2 knights or needs to make an archer range. So he makes 1 knight. I push him off the gold. And again, this is why, like, Abbasid military wing opening is pretty nice, because you force your opponent to make units when they probably don't want to be making units. Now, we go back. Watch this. This is an important move right here. We go back. But why am I going back? I want to see if he's going to make another knight or not. Or if he's going to be a greedy goblin. So if I see scout, okay, another knight. We go back. You see that? And now we keep making spearmen. We can go for a golden age as well. And now he's probably going to want to go scouts, right? So because now he's going to want to go scouts, we can re-push with the same army, because now we beat 2 knights. Yeah, he's doing the pro scouting now. We're going to go over here in the deer pack. And we can rally spearmen on that side of the map. And we can go to deny the pro scouting. You see that little switcheroo I just did there? Now making TC here would be really bad because it's way too far out on the map. Okay, I'm gonna lose a villager. It is what it is. I'm pushing here. He shouldn't have any units, and even if he maybe has an archer. Oh wow, he went for a charge there. Okay, that's pretty good play for him right now. We're -2 villagers, or actually probably more because he produces villagers faster. But we're in a position where we can deny his pro scouting now. You see that? So now we're creating chaos on the map. Denying pro scouting. I killed one of the knights, so now that he killed my 2 villagers, I killed one of his knights, so kind of restoring the balance in the world, if you will. You keep chasing that. And that was okay. It wasn't amazing, but it was alright. Now, these 2 archers, I can just kind of charge them in because he only has 2. But I do want to get away from here because long term this ain't going to work for me. So the first style I'm going to show you guys is going to be the Spearman Horseman style that I consider very, very strong. And the reason why it's very, very strong is because, especially against Knight Civs, you can just make like absurd amount of units and you can just completely overwhelm your opponent, which is why I kind of think it's pretty good. Okay, he's gonna chill, he's gonna go back. I don't know if that's probably fine there, but I'm just gonna make this wall here because I don't have time to scout there, so I'm just gonna make it like it's open. And now we're gonna secure our base a little bit. And we're gonna spam a lot of units, okay? Like a lot of units. We're gonna go back. We're making horsemen. I'm gonna make a couple of more wood. I'll put 13 on wood for now. I'm gonna wall this off, and that way I completely make this second TC safe, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's try to connect the second TC with this TC. I need a mining camp here. I want to get some gold so I can get the upgrades. And yeah, now we're in pretty comfortable position where I'm feeling pretty safe. We're gonna wall this off, and once that's walled, super safe. Now, if you see you're having too much food like I am right now, just put more on wood, and just, you know, don't be afraid to rebalance your economy as you need as Abbasid, because you're not going to always get it perfect, and that's completely okay. So also be ready to make more houses, because you're 2 TC and you're making a lot of units as well, so eco can kind of get out of hand very quickly. So because I made all these walls, my production buildings are going to be a bit late, but that's okay. He's got a lot of archers, that's a lot of units. I want to see his production buildings. So we want another stable for sure. Okay, so he's committing to making a lot of units, which we see. Okay, this is a... I think this is a mistake from him, and he's gonna kill a villager. I don't think that's a wall, by the way. He's gonna kill a villager, but he's probably gonna lose all these units, unless I mess up. I'm gonna get wheelbarrow and the HP upgrade for my infantry units. Yeah, he's gonna be super stuck here, 9,000, I think. So that's all gonna be dead. We're gonna go for another stables, because I have enough spearmen. I just need to make, what's it called? I need to make more horsemen, because he has quite a big mass of archers. But we want to make another barracks as well. Now, if you're wondering why am I not making archers, well, he doesn't have any spearmen.
Keep it up.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate Simone. I might snipe that. Oh, we're chilling. Let's block these knights. He's got chivalry, so he is committing to feudal quite heavily. See why we need so many horses? Because that's a lot of units right there. Let's get that. And now we're just massing units. Our eco's feeling pretty good. I do want to get +1 ranged armor. ASAP. There we go. And now my army is pretty big. For 11 minutes in 2 town center, this is a really nice army to have. Look at that. And now I can be aggressive. I would prefer to wait for my +1 to finish, which I'm probably going to do, but I can also come outside. And if he's here and I catch him off guard and I start mowing down his archers, he can't really retreat from this comp. So this is why this comp is very dangerous, because if the opponent overextends, they can actually lose the game very, very easily. I can build a little tower here, just to give me some vision and stuff. And now I feel like we can go for... We can go for a push, and we also want to rally onto the wood now to make sure I can slowly add farms. When I say slowly, it's probably going to be very quickly to just transition into farms. If I'm floating wood, we'll just make a crap ton of farms. Okay, so now I have 2 options. I either all in, or I can just go age up here. And both of those options are fine. So we can even do something like this, where I send all these back. This is pretty bad for me. Pretty bad angle of engagement. So we're just gonna run away. This was a really good fight for him. Even though it's not a full-on fight, but I took a lot of damage and I lost some spears, so... It is what it is. Now, if he keeps going in, I might turn around at some point. And then, like I said, retreating for him is gonna be, like, almost impossible. Okay, I think this is the point where we go for it. So now micring for him is like a billion times harder than it is for me. Because I just have so many units. And I'm just kind of A-moving and move commanding and attacking. While he has to micro really well to get better end of this deal. And now we can just go back a little bit. Just go back, we don't need to commit, right? And you can even do something like this, watch this. I cancel the Q, right? I age up. Okay. And now we keep making units again. So, I just canceled all my units for a second there. And now we're just gonna age up. And I'm just gonna chill in my base. And if he sees that I'm aging up, he can dive me, I don't care. I'll just defend. Now, I see something interesting in that top side. And what I see interesting in that top side is he killed a boar. So I'm gonna go kill his villagers there, or at least try to. And right now what I want to do, he's trying to pro-scout this still, so I'm going to send one spearman to be annoying. And I'm actually going to send one archer on this boar so he doesn't kill it without me knowing. 3 stables, maybe we can make a couple more production buildings, and we're going to go for these villagers straight away. Now, Eco Wing is going to allow me to transition to farms, because it's going to make the farms a lot cheaper. This is -5 villagers. Oh wow, he was there. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna do a little raid to that side. I'm just buying time right now. My food transition is gonna be a lot better than his. Because his is gonna be a lot more expensive to food transition too. So he's playing this pretty well. But if with Abbasid you're even in this matchup, because I mean I'm 2 TC, so technically I'm not even, I'm ahead. But if that is the case, I mean that's a pretty good position for me. Okay. Okay, so once this upgrades, we can go for a lot of farms. I'm getting a lot of upgrades as well. And again, I'm just gonna show you this style where I just go for pure melee unit comp, basically. Doesn't mean that you have to do it against French. It's just, like I said, it's about showing you guys different styles. We're gonna make a couple of camels too. And Abbasid macro is, I mean, Abbasid is a very macro-oriented civ, and how well you macro is gonna determine how well you do with Abbasid. So if you're someone that enjoys playing civilizations like that, then Abbasid is a pretty good one for you. Now what I could also do is go for knights here. That would be perfectly fine too. I'm killing the workers here, so if I lose some workers it's okay, but I can just go for an A move here, because once again he needs to deal with these horsemen, and he needs to micro here now and do everything else. I'm just gonna A move this and be like, yeah. That's the advantage of playing this kind of style. Like, if you like Abbasid but your micro sucks, you can do a style like this that doesn't really require you to have a lot of micro. It's mostly getting good surrounds like this on the archers and just kind of playing it like that. Gonna go more farms. And that should be pretty much game over. The only question is where his gold is. Is it here or is it at the top side? It's probably at the bottom because his first gold was here, so it makes sense to go to the bottom one. So I'm just gonna go there, but I'm gonna send reinforcements to the top side. Okay. And now, because he didn't do any damage to me earlier in the game, I am really far ahead. So this should be GG Reno, simply because my eco, this is all farm eco by the way. So his eco, I don't even know if he has farms, but my eco is basically all farms, so... I'm gonna try block this. Not quite a block, but we'll take it. And now we can go what I like to call full baboon style. I'm not really looking for like really good engagements, I'm just spamming units and sending them to attack the enemy. Which is a very nice style to play because you're just not paying attention to your units at all when you reach this point. So look, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna send units attack from everywhere like this. I'm not even getting the relics because ain't nobody got time for that. And now we go a lot of villagers on gold and we can look to age up. So the trick here is that it doesn't really matter that I'm trading really poorly here because I just have way better eco. And one of the ways you can win in AoE4 or any RTS game really is just by out-ecoing your opponent and not necessarily out-microing them. You just need to have really good fundamental kind of micro-macro and you'll do fine. So now you're just playing like Zerg from StarCraft. So yeah, that's how I like playing against Night Civs, but at the same time, if he added Spearmen, I would have gone in Archers, but actually doesn't, is not good for him. So if we enter this kind of game where we both are massing Archers, eventually when I do age up, I'm going to have composite bows, which is just completely insane. So then my Archers are going to kill him with everything. So if you look at my eco right now, 60 on food. I didn't even get this upgrade yet. I could go Imperial like very, very soon. And not only have defended, but I've also... Look at the economy. And he went... he got basically 2.5 deer packs and boar. Look at the eco. And that's the power of 2 TC. What if he had Springles? Well, Springles are not that good against this comp because I have Mass Horsemen. French was French favored. There's an iffy timing early on, but then it's Abbasid favored. That's the thing. All the matchups are one way until they're not. Rarely which matchup in the game is like throughout the whole game. It's just a flat line of ahead. So this is going to be a Rus versus Abbasid. Now, I count Rus as fast castle civ. It's like a mix of pro scouting and fast castle, I guess, but it is considered a fast castle civ simply because that's their main go-to, you know. Get deer, go fast castle, make horse archers kind of thing. Now, there's two ways to deal with this. You can either try to contest the deer, you can go to town center into fast castle with like almost no units. You can go military wing into 2 TC to fast castle, where you use the first couple of units to force him to make production buildings and stuff like that. But he's only going to need to make archer range to push you back. Or I'm going to show you a cool way to deal with it, which is a very spicy way. Which is, I'm going to do 3 TC Abbasid into this. And it ends up being a pretty cool style, because it goes against everything that you think you should do, because you think, oh, he's going fast castle, so I need to go castle too. But you don't with Abbasid. And it's a weird one how it works, but it does work like that. And partially the reason it works like that is because of the... now you go there. Partially, the reason it works like that is because Abbasid villagers are cheaper, so you can actually go to triple TC, and you can produce a shit ton of units. You can produce a lot of horsemen, which counter horse archers, and you can produce camel archers, which counter cavalry, or debuff it. They don't counter, they debuff it. So there's multiple things going for you, and even if he goes like mass men-at-arm, it doesn't work versus mass horsemen and camel archers. So this is very nice. Deer in the back. Love that. Deer in the back is very nice because that means that that deer pack I can probably just second TC, and then he's gonna take this one. So he's gonna have 3 towns or 3 deer packs, but that's okay because when you go for triple TC, you can transition to farms really easily. Okay, this is wood line. walled off. And we want to always, pretty much, I think every matchup, I can't think of a matchup where you don't want to go berries immediately, because you want to gather out these berries so that you don't get denied afterwards. Almost declined afterwards. Okay. So far so good. And because we're going Eco Wing, we're going to go for 150 gold. Because we want fresh foodstuffs and Fertile Crescent upgrade as well. Okay, now we go stone. Very nice. And to make the game annoying for him, because we like doing that, we are going to go kill all the deer so he has to manually click them and stuff like that. It just makes the game really annoying for Roos, trust me. Fertile Croissant. You see he's trying to... He's trying to bully me out of it. But that's okay. So he sees that I'm going Eco Wing. Now we're gonna start fresh food stuff in Fertile Crescent immediately. Golden Gate, pretty standard stuff. Now, there's two ways to play this. You can either immediately go for second town center here, or you can go Golden Age number 1. So right now I have 7 buildings. So what I could do is when Fertile Crescent finishes, I can just add one more house and like a lumber camp and another house or something like that. And then I get Golden Age 1. Or I can go second town center into 2 more houses. Which I kind of prefer starting a second town center, but, you know, you can do both. What's this bros guy? He might actually go steal my deer here. Because usually when you go for... Okay, when you go for multiple town centers with Abbasid, you usually place the first one right next to your stone. And the reason you do that is so that you can immediately go back to stone mining. It allows you to get a super fast third TC. So instead of going and making TC here and then running back, it's just might look like saving a couple of seconds and that's it, but it kind of adds up, you know. No, he didn't take the deer yet. I haven't seen anything, but I do want to rush back here. And again, I have a pretty good wall here, so that's nice. And I think I need to go scout what he's doing. Yeah, I need to go see what he's doing so I know how to react. But I'm pretty sure he's just pro scouting. Where's his other deer pack? It's over here. There we go. Triple town center. Now we can go some gold. We can also go for a little tower there just for vision. Get some upgrades, and we also want to start adding stables here. Let's see. Okay, he is pro scouting. He took my deer here first, which is fine. What you can do, by the way, is attack the scouts. And basically, if he shift queued a bunch of deer, if he doesn't attack you back, then you might like kill the scout or delay it. And if he does, he has to re-queue all the commands again. So it's pretty annoying. High trade house is coming. So pretty standard from his side. And now we're on triple stable, which again, it looks weird, but just hold on. Let me cook. Let me show you. Let me show you the way. I know the way. I'm not gonna get survival techniques because I don't really need it for one deer pack. Can upgrade this little tower here. And because he's probably gonna go horse archers, which I'm gonna try to scout, we're just gonna wall these things right here. And I can even do a full wall and just wall my whole side of the map because I have a lot of workers on wood. So I'm not planning to age up anytime soon. I just want to make mass amounts of units and deny him the map control. So now I'm denying his pro scouting. I'm gonna get double broadaxe. Because why not? Let's see what units he's going for. That's pretty important to know. All the walls are going up, which is very nice. I have a lot of food, which is very nice. He's going knights, okay? I need to check if this is one stable or multiple stables. Because if it's multiple, okay, it looks like it's multiple stables. In that case, I might just go into spearmen now. Yeah, this is just a lot of stables right now. And if that's the case, well, we're just gonna make some spearmen. And we're just gonna go for the age up. I am gonna still make some horsemen because my food eco is really, really good. And I got nothing better to spend my food on, but... Let's get a little camel archer. And I'm going to show you... Okay, so I wanted to show you a style, but I'm going to show you a different style because, well, I had to switch to something else because I assume he's going to go horse archer, but he's not. But we're not going to let these knights go to waste, okay? We're going to get value out of them. Or at least we're going to try to get value out of them. So, what we're doing right now is I'm just gonna bully him with these horsemen, and if he decides to push me, then I will have camel and some spearmen hopefully ready soon to defend. Or we can even do a little surround with these horsemen. Now obviously horsemen die to knights, but when you have this amount of horsemen, they can trade all right. So what do we want now? We want gold, and we want wood. We want wood because we want to transition into farms. Look, he's making archers now. So this is the thing. He's going to make archers now because he saw spearmen. But I'm going to tech switch. So if I make spearmen, I'm kind of going to run into my counter. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go knight archer. And if he wants to do Knight Archer too, my Knights are basically slightly worse than his. But I have Camel Archers, which are going to debuff his. But my Archers are way better than his. Like, it's not even close. And look how much time I'm buying with these guys right now. You see that? Like, I'm just driving him around. And he can get the relics. Like, I've been on triple TC, so who cares? You know, you're on relics, congrats. We can go back. And here we go. I can just go kill the boar so he can't get it, because if you kill it with Abbasid, it's gonna despawn. I'm not even gonna upgrade these guys at all. And we're gonna go into Mass Knight, Mass Archer, okay? So that's the plan right now, but I'm gonna try to hide this. I'm not gonna try to show this in any way, shape, or fashion. We're still gonna use these horsemen to attack and raid and all that. We got enough spearmen to defend here, so I'm chilling. He's going so many knights right now. So I don't think he knows what my comp is. He hasn't seen my knights, so I'm gonna move them back. And now we're just gonna go Knight Archer. He's capturing sacred sites, but again, the food transition is gonna be a lot easier for me because of the Eco Wing. And I'm on triple TC, don't forget that, right? Triple TC is quite good skill to have. I'm just chilling. I'm just making some farms. Just making some farms, brother. Just enjoying life. You know how it is. Let's get a couple of farms here. Those horsemen finally died, but... well, not all of them, actually. But they have served their purpose quite well, in fact. Blacksmith, +2, +2. They can get melee armor. I'm gonna send a spearman to decap the sacred sites. And look at this. He's now hoping to do some kind of strong push, you know? He's like, yo, this is it. I'm gonna fucking crank right now. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show Beasty what's up. And then he sees my army and he goes, oh. So now it's our turn. He hasn't found any damage this game. We're gonna just keep adding farms. Keep adding camel archers here and there. And Abbasid archers are completely broken, so the fact that I have this many is really good. And you can even just attack the knights, it's completely okay. But you should also take some archers and target fire the horse archers. He's trying to target fire my camels, so I'm gonna just move back a bit. Now what is the deal here? Even if he wins the fight, it doesn't matter, because I am going to be able to remax, and there is about 0% chance that he will be able to remax. And he can't even kill my army, so this is just game over. And that's it! He says XD. So Abbasid, if you're wondering, well, why is it not played on pro level? This looks so OP. Well, top pro players are not going to let you just boom up and, you know, go triple town center. Like, pro players have extremely sharp timings, but you can do this in Abbasid, with Abbasid in lower leagues. Look at this. I got villagers in the back. And now, again, my eco is set up. He didn't even start transitioning to farms. So from this point on, it's just, it literally doesn't matter what you make. You can make horsemen, spearmen, you can make crossbow horsemen, knight horsemen, like, doesn't matter because my eco is just way better. So again, if you look at the worker count, I'm obviously infinitely ahead. If you look at the eco count, my economy is about to explode. So he was on triple deer pack plus high trade house plus 5 relics plus 2 sacred sites plus high trade house passive gold and hunting cabin passive gold and bounty passive gold. And I have more eco still. So at that point, I was on like 120-ish, 1,520 villagers. He was on 55. That Abbasid is very... I mean, Abbasid is very similar to English, I would say, in the way of like how it plays out. Basically, early on, you're really, really weak. And then the longer the game goes, there's like this massive timing in castle where you just have like so many farms set up and the opponent doesn't. And you literally have 10-minute window because you saw he just went on berries. So I have like a 10-minute window where I have farms and he doesn't. And I can just... I would need to trade like 1 unit for 3 of mine, or 1 unit of his for 3 of mine to like lose the game. Like, you have to do some terrible trades. Is there Abbasid feudal all-in strat also? There's 1 versus Malian. Is Abbasid bad mainly because of Pro Scout? I would actually say not necessarily Pro Scout. I would say Abbasid is fine into Pro Scouting civs like JD, French, and Rus. I would say it's mostly bad against fast castle civs. Like China, Jushi, HRE, I mean, even Lancaster Fast Castle. Ayubid is really strong against Abbasid. I think Delhi Abbasid is playable for Abbasid, but yeah, a lot of those civs that do super fast castles is kind of the problem. Rus isn't because of the horse archer thing that I mentioned. What makes Abbasid Archer strong? Composite bows and boot camp. So boot camp is 15% HP, which is what, you know, it's good, but it's not like crazy because it's on your archers. Well, and your spearmen, I guess. But what's really big is composite bows is super OP. All right, let's go Abbasid versus Lancaster. I have a build order for Abbasid. It's like a cheese build order. But I can also show you another possible way to dealing with civilizations that take a little bit to kind of get up. If now I go for 2TC, I probably just die. Like straight up die to Lancaster. Because Lancaster can produce absurd amount of units. But they don't produce them like immediately like Mongol. It takes a little bit to get to that point where they can pump out crazy amount of units, right? What I'm gonna do instead... Oh! I'm gonna start making a tower, actually. Because he is most likely going to open Spearman. And this is the cool thing about a tower opening. I should have just scouted straight towards him, by the way, if I'm good doing this tower. So that's my bad. But I'm going to do a tower, and if he's doing a spearman opening, then I'm going to be in a pretty nice spot. But if there's no spearman, I'm just going to cancel the tower. So I'm losing a little bit of eco here, because I'm dumb. Okay, there is a spearman opening. Okay, so watch this. So if you're playing Abbasid and you're suspecting you're gonna get spearman rushed, you can just open a tower like this. Now obviously this is not gonna work against Mongol because Mongol can just make a tower here, but Lancaster usually does not go for tower. They usually just open spearman. So I open with tower here, and now my gold is safe. Okay. So as I was saying, if I open I'm trying to intercept this scout here and get some sheep, but I'm literally not finding any. So as I was saying, if I go to TC, I am most likely just straight up going to get annihilated and die. So, just because Lancaster can produce so many units. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to spice it up a little bit. He still might do a tower rush, actually, now that I think about it, but hopefully he won't. Another spearman. Okay, he is going to do a tower rush. Okay, that's fine, I guess? Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. He's committing quite a lot, and I'll show you the cool part about Abbasid once we age up. So he is committing to this. That's fine. So what I'm going to do here, or what I wanted to do rather, is culture wing into fast castle. Gulam. Now, do I go military? No, I'm going to go culture wing still. And I'm just going to gather all these berries because they're exposed. He's trying to prevent my fresh foodstuffs, which is pretty annoying actually for me. I don't think I have it. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna go to the faraway gold and get it. Oh, we actually need more than that. Wait. We need more than that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go on this gold instead. Another option is I just make a barracks and I ram this. But that might be a little bit too slow of a play. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for the other option, the safer option, if you will. Now you can't do much here because I'm under TC, so we're chilling. We're gonna go back on damn sheep after that. And I have a lot of food right now, but that's okay. Just trying to kill this. Should not work. Okay, nice. We got away there. So we're gonna go all the way down there because he will not have scouting on that, so I should be good there to go. And I'm gonna try to get Golden Age 1 to increase my villager gathering speed by 10% on everything, which is pretty big. And we're just gonna do a fast castle. Now we don't have enough gold for this, so a bit unfortunate, but yeah. We'll see how it goes. We sent 10 villagers, so we're gonna make 2 towers. Actually, I'm just gonna start fresh food stuff, so I'm not gonna wait for this to, you know, finish. It's gonna reduce it by so little, it doesn't matter. I just want fresh food stuff, so I stop wasting food on, like, the expensive villagers. I want the discounted ones. Okay. There we go. Looking good. So now the plan is just get enough buildings for the Golden Age and go for an age up. Now I'm gonna go get some stone, or I'm gonna try to get some stone. Because I want to upgrade these towers, if possible. And I'm just gonna go fast castle. Now he's probably gonna think this is for second... Actually, I don't know what he's gonna think. He's probably gonna think it's for tower. The second TC right now would be really weird. But as you can see, the reason he's not putting pressure immediately because he wants to get manners, and he did a spear rush, so it's gonna take a little bit of time for him to get to that point where he's gonna have, you know, units to actually push out and do damage. I'll push out the deer. I'm upgrading the tower. And I can even do something spicy like this, by the way. And when I say spicy, I mean real spicy. Okay. So I'm going to get +1 ranged attack. Now the reason I'm getting +1 ranged attack is not because I'm going to make archers, it's because of these towers right here. So if he dives those towers, they're going to be doing a lot of damage. And if he dives my TC, obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm going to get wheelbarrow. So again, this game is very weird, but I'm just here to show you you can play Abbasid a little bit weird too, and you can do okay with it. What I could also do is get textiles here, because he might be doing the Lancaster baboon diving, which is very viable and very possible. And I can also go for two different things. I can go for either knights here, or I could go for ghulams. Now, considering I'm not seeing a lot of spearmen, I'm kind of just thinking about going knights and getting some damage around the map, because he has villagers on tier. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And you can see I messed up. But again, it's okay. You don't have to play perfect, you know. I didn't have enough stone for a stable. Or stone. Wood for a stable, so I'm just gonna make it now. And that's it. You know, we keep playing. It is what it is. And this kind of Abbasid style is a style that a lot of people are not used to, like, at all. So they're probably just not gonna know what to do. I lose 2 villagers there like an idiot, but it is what it is. Really shouldn't be losing those. We got camels. Look at those hobilars. I can go around and harass. 2 more villagers there, coming right up. And now, suddenly, he went from being the aggressor to now, I'm the one playing aggro. Well, kind of, I guess. I'm still defending, but I'm also being aggressive at the same time. Now, if he tries to dive this, I can pick off the spearman. Look at this, harassing the top. I can pick off the spearman with the tower, and because I got +1 ranged attack, these towers are actually doing quite a bit of damage. And now the knights get a big charge. We go back, and now he's stuck. He's like, wait, what do I do? Do I attack? Do I go back? Lancaster brain is stuck on loading right now. Loading, loading, loading. Must make more units. Must baboon. Loading, loading, loading. And this is a position where it doesn't have enough spearmen, so I'm actually just gonna commit to crap load of lancers. The coolest thing is he cannot dive that tower. Like, he literally cannot. If he dives the tower, he's kind of in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna send camels back, and I'm gonna use knights to raid, because obviously knights are better at raiding than camels. I have a lot of wood here. I could make like some farms just cause. I could also go into a crap ton of archers. That's also an option. Now, what's unfortunate is my resources are very forward. So, wood is forward, the second wood line is forward, so it's going to be very hard to actually chop any wood. I might have to go all the way down there. Which is, I guess, alright. These guys are still raiding, and as long as I'm producing units, I'm higher tech, so I should be fine. Doing raiding, he's bleeding villagers. He's trying to age up because he has so many on gold. And now he's put in an awkward situation of like, well, you're losing villagers, so you kind of have to push. And if you don't, I mean, that's okay by me. Let's kill those. Runs back. My food income's pretty bad, but, you know, we'll make something happen. Getting double broadaxe. I think he's making a white tower here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I don't even need a ramp. Could just send these units there. Another villager goes down. And yeah, right now, feeling pretty good. I do want to get a little horse. And again, now we're in a weird position where I should be ahead in villagers. I'm pretty sure I am. So I'm ahead in villagers. He's the one playing passive, and I'm Abbasid and he's Lancaster. Explain that math to me. Do you know what I mean? That does not math. Make it make sense. And now we're gonna go for the OP Abbasid archers. He just ran away from here, which is smart. He's not on the boar. I'm getting relics as Abbasid, which is something that you don't usually see, and it kind of shouldn't happen, quote unquote, but I'm just gonna destroy all these because his eco is pretty shit. So any damage I do, even if it's killing towers, is good damage. Now watch this. We let him come outside a little bit, and then when he does, we're gonna do a little charge. Okay, that's okay. I don't know what just happened there, but that's not supposed to work like that. Okay, I'm supposed to just get a charge and move away, but somehow my fucking lancer just, I don't know what they just did. So let's not talk about that. I do want to get composite bows. I saw someone said, okay, I do the same thing. Okay. Let's go around, do a big raid. I don't need this many on food. I kind of want more on wood. I want composite bows badly. Come on, composite bows! There we go. I have a lot of food right now, but I just recombobulated the food economy, so it should be fine. Okay. Look at that, more knight damage. So I'm just using these knights to raid while I'm building up my army. You want to know the best part that's going to happen next? Do you want to know? Because it's going to be good. Made another tower. Okay, we go back. Not today. So again, we're going to try to get a charge in Hobilars. Never mind. Now we're going to go for a lot of Pringles because he has mass spearmen. And I already have mass archer, but I mean... Watch this destruction now. I'm gonna target the lords. And that's GG. So just like that, Abbasid OP. Now, I don't have to push into this white tower, but let's just send it. Now, he might have a money shot. I don't think it matters though. I think I just have way too much. You know you got way too much when you can attack into white tower. GG and well played. Bully cutie? I ain't bullying him. What do you mean? So yeah, this is the way I just played Abbasid. You can play Abbasid like that versus some other civilizations that play similar to this. Like you can do something like this against Malian potentially, but you can also do a feudal all-in against Malian. I would definitely like to get a Malian game at some point, whether it's a ladder or a custom game, just to show you the Abbasid feudal all-in. You can do pro scouts with Abbasid, although it's not as great. I've done it a couple of times. What if he goes for Archer Spear with Ram's Comp? If he goes Archer Spear with Rams, by the time he ages up, I'll have so many Gulams, I'll just mow him down. If you go Manor, like Dark Age Tower Rush, into Manors with King, into Rams, that push is so slow that it's going to take forever to actually get going. We're going to be playing, again, thanks to Dento for helping us out. This is the 4th game he's helping us with. Dento is like 1.8 to 2k rated player, for those that don't know, or maybe I haven't mentioned it, I'm not really sure. So he'll help us with Biz game as well, so shout out for that. Byzantine. Byzantine is a kind of similar one to English in some ways, depending how the English plays, of course, and depending how Byzantine plays. There's a couple of different ways that he can play this. One of the ways is Hippodrome, which I feel like is not as common, but you can do Hippodrome. And then one of the ways you can play is just standard Limitane longbow type of deal. So that kind of depends, like that's kind of up to him, what the Byzantine player chooses to do. I would probably say javelin thrower combos are possible too, but I think longbows are the most common ones, I'd say. So yeah. So anyway, what we want to find out is where his berries are. Okay, they're in the back. Okay. You want to find out where his berries are, and you also want to find out what unit comp he goes for eventually when he ages up. Those are the two most important things. Because if you know those two things, you can plan a lot better accordingly. So I saw his berries are here. So the reason I'm scouting his berries, by the way, he's got another berry in the back and side berries. So he's got a decent berry spawns. The reason why I'm checking his berries, by the way, is you can actually go military wing if their berries are forward, and you can do like a military wing into horseman tower rush on their berries. So like not tower rush in Dark Age, but you age up with military wing, and then you go into horsemen to support it, right? So if they go, because they can't make like Limitane against military wing, they have to make archers in that case, otherwise their berries get completely destroyed. Then you can go for then you go horsemen, and then basically they kind of counter themselves, and if you manage to get a tower up, it's like a really rough game. But we're not gonna do that because I mean, I just told you what to do, so if you want to try it, go for it. I'm gonna try to do a Malian game where I can show you that kind of style. But yeah, that's not really possible if the berries are in the backside, because it kind of arrives a little bit too late. It's not easy to reinforce. You know, it's just more problematic. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna still put some pressure. And Byzantine will usually not just go for fast castle against Abbasid. They will always try to do some kind of push or way to punish you or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to go military wing, so we have extra HP on them archers. And yeah, you don't need eco wing. You're not gonna go triple TC against Biz, that's just suicide. Culture wing, you don't really want either, so the only one that's left is military wing. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a good amount of sheep right here. So because I'm Abbasid and I'm going on, what's it called? Because I'm going on berries initially, I don't need to return my sheep for a long time, so you can kind of do a lot of weird scouting patterns And that way you can get a lot more sheep than your opponent, like I just did. I got 12. I mean, a lot more. I got 12 compared to his 8. So it's not a lot, but, you know, it's a little bit more. We got 7 out of 10 on the thing. And, of course, we're gonna get fresh foodstuffs immediately, and we're gonna push with the units immediately. Okay, I got 14. So, if you're interested about a scouting pattern that I did there, just check the, just go back in the VOD or the video, depending where you're watching, and check what I did. But because I did that, it made me get a lot more sheep. So I saw a scout in the middle, then I went like this. So that way, because he went like this probably. So he basically followed my scout most likely for a lot of that. Okay, and now we got 14 sheep because of it. Simple maths. So now my sheep count is very healthy. Okay. Oh, maybe I can deny that. He's still Dark Age. And the reason he's still Dark Age is because he went for... Wait, where are my deer? Should be here, no? I'm gonna go like that. So, the reason he is obviously delayed in the age up is because of the... he's going for 5 cisterns first. Okay, so the reason I'm going to TC here, or second TC here, it's going to protect my berries. So I'm going to try to gather this out immediately. And then this side, I can try to protect with one big wall. So now I'm denying the berries, and basically by denying the berries, I'm delaying his push quite a bit. Or his, you know, aggression or whatever he plans to do is getting delayed quite a bit. Now, I like to go for early upgrades with Abba. If you have the time. So like in this matchup, I'm gonna have the time because, you know, he's not on berries even yet. There's the first archer. Okay, he's got 2 archers, so I kind of have to bail. But just delaying this delays his push quite a bit, which is very, very nice. So that's why we're doing it. Now, what we want to know is what is his follow-up, what is his main unit comp going to be, and so on and so forth. Right now, what we know is that he has archer range, which he definitely does not want to make, and he has horses, okay? So archers and horsemen right now. So this is the interesting part. If he went barracks into Limitane, I would actually go archer range now and go horseman archer. But because he's going stables, I'm just going to go double stables. Because he has, what's it called? He has archer range and a stable. So if I just go double stable, that's going to be very, very good for me. So that's how I like to play that one. But you can do a lot of different options. And there's the mercenary house. And what I want to find out is, does he have... Oh, I should have built this earlier. This house for Golden Age 1. What I want to see is, does he have a barracks as well? Or is this... Because sometimes they go for barracks, archer range, and stables. So that's what I kind of want to find out. Okay. Now, he hasn't seen my stables yet. Have that in mind. So he does not know that I'm stables. And he's pushing across the map, which is perfect. Look at this. I've been hiding my horses. He's pushing across the map. And he's about to commit a little bit of a mistake. And I'm going to be able to a little bit punish that. Okay, perfect. Very nice. Now I can go archer range. We're going to kill the archers. I'm just gonna remake the scout because this one's like negative HP. And right now, that's a pretty nice spot. Right? I denied his initial aggression, if you can call it that. Because it kind of got shut down pretty quick. And we're just gonna keep massive horsemen. And now what I want to do, even though I'm 2 TC, I'm gonna be the one putting pressure on him to try also figure out what he's doing, and I'm going to go for a camel archer. So if we fight horse versus horse, I actually have camel archer too. Okay. I can just push him back a little bit because the two spearmen are quite annoying actually. So he has to chillax a little bit and go back. Gonna make another archer range. And we're just gonna go archer horseman right now from here on out. And we're gonna get ranged armor because the most common, like especially because I open horsemen, it doesn't make any sense to go javelin throwers here. So it's probably going to be longbows. I mean, 80 Keshik, but into camel archers Keshik, I don't know about that, chief. We're gonna go get that, get booty camp. There's the longbows. Oh. Okay, good raid by him. We're just gonna go into safe food. And now because I have a camel, I can finally chase away his horses. And what I'm gonna do while chasing away the horses, I'm gonna use that opportunity to just wall this side of the map. Ooh, we got the longbows. That's pretty big. Pretty big. So I just want to, like, not suicide into these longbows, but reducing longbow count is incredibly important. Which is why I'm committing quite a bit. I lost a few horsemen, but I killed 4 or 5 longbows. Because the more longbows there are, they scale really well the more you have them, because you create like this death kind of group, if you will. Top is getting walled, and if I wall the top, once I'm out of sheep, I can go there for food. We have fresh foodstuffs, and one great thing about Abbasid and 2TC, because you open with, what's it called? Because you open with 2TC, fresh foodstuffs, makes it so that you're not wasting a lot of food on your villagers. Trying to kill the camel. We do a little micro, focus fire some longbows, and the reason this is a great fight for me is because my eco is gonna be way better very soon. My camel archer survives. I don't know if I said horse archer earlier. I'm gonna make another one, and we can already. Like, that was a really good fight, and we can potentially start looking into slowly going for a little age up. I'm securing all my locations. I'll go for some farms here because I have extra wood, so why not? We're gonna go for the deer. So I could, right here, get textiles as well, and slowly, like I said, go for castle. Because once you get a good fight in, then you can opt to go castle. But right now I am not oh, he targets my camel. That's okay. Ooh. Wait, I'm blind. First game of the day, guys, that's why. Good raid by him. But the thing is, he is losing a lot of, he's gonna lose a lot of these horsemen, if not all of them. And when he does lose them, then again my eco should kind of prevail long term. We're gonna make a tower right here. We're gonna keep making archers. And some horsemen here and there. Get +1 attack. I don't need more on gold, I just need a lot of food right now because I wanna continue making units while slowly aging up. So the worst thing you can do is like completely cut units unless you get like absolutely like insane engage where you kill everything. If you stop making units, you might die to the next push, which if you're Abbasid, you know what I mean. You know how that feels. Okay, so right now all his horsemen are dead. I'm feeling pretty good. And he might be aging up too, so we kind of want to age up as well. I'm going to push out with these archers, because if he is aging up, then I might be able to catch him in the age up, and maybe I do counter damage. Slowly going to add farms, nothing crazy. We're going to put pressure here, and I just want to confirm, like, are you making units or are you not making units? He's running. This already tells me that he's fast castling, that he's aging up right now. That's a very low amount of units he has too, which means he's spending his resources somewhere else. I'm just pushing the food sources right now. Nothing crazy. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, I think. We exchange charges. I got a ram, and I'm aging up, so it's not like I'm falling behind. He might have a faster age up. Actually, I'm gonna go on these deer, because they're not safe. So I'm just gonna head for those immediately. Powers are upgraded, but he's got nothing in them. I got enough gold, and now we're aging up. See? It's just simple maths. And now, if I'm him, I would go into cataphracts from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send my archers back because they're very slow, and I don't want to lose all my archers right now. You know, I want to upgrade and use them. So I'm gonna actually go into camels plus upgrade my units. We can kill this, because why not? I'm gonna build a tower, upgrade the archers. Okay. And we can also go a lot more horsemen if I wanted to. Yeah, horsemen are fine here too. Even a mix of camels and horses is fine. Gonna get wood upgrade. Fertile Crescent. This is great if you don't have full farms. So I went eco-wing because I don't have a full farm transition, so I figured I'm just gonna do a full farm transition once I age up and make my farms cheaper. And I get +1 ranged armor. I have a lot of food income, but I don't have enough production. So I kind of want to get that sorted. Okay, we got back gold, which is nice. I need a lot more wood, actually. And I'm going to use all this food to produce horses. My economy is already really, really good, but it's about to run out. Well, about to, you know, soonish. I'm going to run out of these deer, and then we're going to have to go on the berries and then farms. So I got a little bit more time, but yeah, you slowly want to go farms now. And because we got Fertile Crescent, the farms are cheaper, so that's nice. And right now, because he didn't do any damage, and I boomed really hard with 2 town center, I should have like a super one-sided fight here. Like I'm talking, I go in and he's dead. I need another stable. A lot of you watching this and wanting to learn Abbasid, you probably think you have to play Abbasid like mass infantry or just camp in your base or whatever. You can play Abbasid really aggro. You just gotta know what you're doing. Or not aggro necessarily, but, you know, kind of a lot more tempo and just be out on the map and all that. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna attack this and this because it's the closest. Look how much I'm producing, and I still got good food income. Producing out of 7 stables. I'm gonna make another. 8 stables, 5 archer ranges. That looks like a really good number. Now, if for some reason I actually had less units than him, or less ranged units, and I can't deal with them, I would just go for, what's it called? I would just go for mangonos. We got some horsemen on the longbows. The rest of my army is just fighting everything else. We just go in, and we just fully commit. Look how many units I'm just cranking still. And now again, like, you can just dive at this point and just go for it. There's not much you can do. But if you're too scared to do this, you can also like make rams or mangonos and do a slow push, but yeah. Now it's just non-stop units coming out, and yeah, GG. When will you start to collect relics? So realistically, I should have started collecting relics immediately, but at that point for myself, like, you should start collecting relics when you age up if you're not getting pressured. But I just knew that I could just kill him right now, so I just didn't even bother with relics. Like, all my stuff is upgraded, the archers are super strong. But one thing you can see is, like, these horsemen archer comps are really strong because of composite bows. But also, horsemen in general, again, you kind of think you want to go spearman archer or horseman archer. But the reason why horsemen are so good with Abbasid, not because they have anything special, they don't have any special bonuses, is because your villagers are cheaper. So you can produce, basically 2 of their villagers is 60 food, right? And normal civilization, 1 villager is 50. So you're basically almost free producing from the second town center. And if you look at the villager count, obviously I have more. He killed some, which was good harass. And then if you look at the army, it just spikes up like insane amounts. And then food income and everything else, because of all the villagers, I have a lot more. So that's the thing about 2 TC builds in the game. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Abbasid or some other one. You just get so many units. But the hardest part is surviving the feudal push or the very first push, and so on and so forth. If enemy takes all the relics, can you outscale him as Abbasid in a late game? Oh yeah, for sure. Abbasid looks so busted. Every civ that I've done guide for, people say that thing. Alright, let's do China versus Abbasid. And by the way, guys, I don't know when you're going to be watching this guide, but if you're watching in DLC, this is recorded pre-DLC, which doesn't mean it's going to be irrelevant. If there's new Abbasid things or build orders, I'm going to make guides for that, but this is in general how to think and how to play like the Abbasids. Now, one thing that I want to mention is Fast Castle and Pro Scout pre-DLC dominates quite a bit. So if either of those strategies get nerfed, that will be basically an indirect buff for Abbasid, because Abbasid is mainly a 2 TC civ, okay? Like, that's what Abbasid is all about, double town center. So if Fast Castle, Pro Scouting, all those strats get nerfed, civs that are mainly focused on that are obviously going to be a lot weaker, and civs that are 2 TC based, such as Abbasid or English potentially, or whatever other 2 TC civ, is going to be a lot better and a lot more successful. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not finding sheep, so not a great start, especially against China. So China is one of the harder matchups. So if you're watching this and you're wondering, wait, why aren't people playing Abbasid? It's looking so good. Well, the civs that are really good against Abbasid are China, HRE, Jushi Legacy. I mean, to be fair, Byzantines is also a good civ versus Abbasid. Any civilization like Ayubid, any civilization you can do Pro Scout into Fast Castle, or Fast Castle is very strong against Abbasid. So, yeah. So in the current meta, again, this is pre-DLC. That's why in pro-level gameplay, Abbasid is not picked too much. Now, I'm actually not sure what to do here, to be completely honest with you. I got 2 sheep, by the way. Unfortunate. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I might be considering 2TC into fast castle. Oh, he went this side too. He went like this. Okay. At least both of us had bad scouting, so that's nice. Maybe I'll go 2TC into just fast castle and try to play it out that way. So, if you guys remember, versus Rus, I went triple town center, even though Rus is also pro-scouting fast castle Civ, right? And that worked out. But that worked out for different reasons, which it doesn't really apply against China as well. Now, the reason for that is, China, if they age up, and you go for mass horsemen camel archers, like I did against Rus, for example, or mass spearmen camel archers, they can actually go mass Zuginu or something like that, and then just completely mow down everything you have, because Zuginu are quite strong. So you can't quite do the same thing. It just, you know, it doesn't apply through every match of that 3TC kind of greedy style. We're gonna go for a second TC, and again, we're going military wing. Now, the plan is 2TC into fast castle, so you might be thinking, well, isn't culture wing better? I see what you're thinking, but no. And I'll tell you why, because that's what I'm here for, to tell you why and how. The reason 2TC with culture wing into fast castle is not better, because military wing gives you units, and those units need to be countered with enemy units. So if he goes pro scouting or second TC or whatever, he has to build units to defend my units, right? That makes sense. Well, if he does that, then his pro scouting, his fast castle is delayed, and all I did is I just aged up with this wing, and he has to make like archers or, you know, something else. Oh, I pulled one of the villagers on accident. Oops. There's my spear boys, and I would really love to get a TC here, and then maybe do a super fast wall here to prevent pro scouting. That would be ideal. Also, I'm gonna kill these deer to make it harder for him to pro scout, just to be more annoying basically. I forgot fresh foodstuffs. You want to get that immediately. No matter what build you're doing, fresh foodstuff ASAP, okay? It is super, super important. Now I'm going to move my military wing units over here, because you usually can't harass China anywhere in this situation. So what I'm going to do is, see, archer range, and that's because I opened with this. Now you can have another layer to this. You can go stables now as Abbasid, or go stables earlier, not now. And then you go stables, the archer range, and then you have horsemen. So now they gotta make spearmen too, right? But that also delays you quite a bit, so have that in mind. So because he saw military wing, like I said, he's forced to make units, which is nice. But obviously that maybe forces your opponent to make units, and then they all in you and kill you, right? So scouting is very, very important. So I'm just gonna attack into this. Oh, he sees my units, okay. We're gonna go back. So what I want to know right now is he all-inning, or is he just making a few units to defend? So that's kind of the next part of the puzzle, if you will. We're gonna make 3 houses for the golden age. Okay. And we're gonna go back with our spearmen. And right now, I'm just waiting. I'm just checking what's up. Just checking what's up and what he's doing. I'm gonna get survival techniques. I would not advise getting survival techniques if you are on, what's it called? If you're only going for 1 deer pack. But because I'm trying to go for double deer pack here, I'm gonna get survival techniques. Gonna wall that too, because why not? And now we're just playing a bit of a waiting game, seeing what he's doing, because we are going to TC, so he knows what I'm doing. I just need to react to him, basically. Okay, horsemen as well. Now, this might be only a few horsemen, or this might be a metric crap ton of horsemen. We're gonna go double. Actually, no, I'm gonna go wheelbarrow first. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh, this is pretty bad for me. A very good catch for him. So now I'm in a bit of trouble because now he can. I need to make a stable. He might age up now, or he might all-in me, and I have no idea what he's doing. So that was a pretty bad mistake for me, losing that. But I do know that he is pro scouting at least, so I'm gonna make another scout immediately. And if he's just gonna go horseman archer, I might actually just go like triple stable, try to counter that and force him into spearman, and then I'm gonna go archers. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna make another stable because I lost the scout, so I don't know what he's doing. He is coming here, I think. Oh, he's running through here. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of units. We need to make horsemen ASAP. I mean, that might not be an all-in, but that is a lot of units, so I need to react to this, like, right now. So yeah, he might still be going fast castle, but that's kind of because he keeps denying my scout. I just gotta play off of the information that I have right now, and that information ain't too good for me. I'm just gonna make horsemen. I'm gonna go blacksmith, and we'll see what happens basically. Oh my god, I garrison. I forgot to ungarrison. We're gonna go there. Okay. I want to get +1 ranged armor. See, this is why these matchups against fast castle civs are very uncomfortable, because I genuinely don't know what he's doing right now. And these kinds of civs have really high income, so he can age up like that. And I'm making units, and then he just goes back and ages up. And this is a big issue for Abbasid in general to deal with. So I'm stuck just making horsemen right now, basically. Because I don't know if I'm getting all in or not. Yeah, and so now I'm in a lot of trouble. And I probably need to make barracks in order to survive. That'd be really good if I could get a charge off on that. But I can't. Yeah, so now I need to go barracks ASAP. And basically, I'm gonna need to completely try wall, or I'm gonna need to overwhelm his army. So now he's gonna produce Lancer and probably upgraded archers. So now I am probably stuck in this age for a while. Because at this point, I cannot age up. If I age up, or if I greed out and I start aging up, I will just simply die. So this is why Abbasid struggles in these matchups, basically. So now we're getting a lot of units, and now the idea anymore is not to, like, out-boom him, it's to survive. Because if I basically survive, that's going to be a lot better for me. Now this villager... Nice pick-off. I'm gonna try to be active with those guys, and behind this I'm just massing units. I didn't get +1 ranged armor, kind of forgot. I thought I got it actually, I didn't forget, I thought I got it. I guess I didn't. Yeah, archers are upgraded, another stable. So this is a weird game, and we'll see how it goes. So now what I want to do is you kind of want to deny relics, but also you want to age up, but also you want to defend the raids, so it gets a little bit spicy in here. Veteran horseman, actually. Okay. Now these scouts, I would love to kill them because they actually tank quite a lot in fights, and they're gonna tank damage that might be crucial to kill archers or horses. Now I'm gonna try age up here because I feel like I have enough units to defend myself, so I'm gonna try to get an age up here. If they do this with Lancer, just kill it, by the way. Like that. Just kill it. I mean, Lancers counter horsemen, but not that many horsemen. Okay, he's pushing. And I wanted to wall this off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Relics, I mean, I kind of want to deny them, but I don't have the time to really be doing that right now. And I have to go back to unit production again, because otherwise I might be smoked. That is not enough units, and he hasn't scouted that I kept making units, by the way. So he had no idea that I was making this many units, and I might be able to get a little punish here. I get a massive surround. Massive surround ball right there. And that's pretty good for me. We're gonna go for Eco Wing age up. Why are we going Eco Wing? Well, because we need farms, and we're gonna need that farm transition soon. So this was really good for him. He's taking all the relics, but he overextended. And now I'm in a really good spot. And again, this is Abbasid in a nutshell. If he just stayed back, chilled, and got just way more units, and then did a push, this would be a lot harder for me, but because he didn't, now he looks like he's in a lot of trouble. And now we can do a lot with these horses. We can do a lot of raiding. And from this point on, I kind of want to go into Spearman Archer. Oh, sorry, Horseman Archer. The reason I like to go Horseman against China specifically, even if I open Spearman, is because they have very strong siege. And if I just go mass, what are they called? Spearmen into and archers, then like mass nest of bees or something can do really well against me. But if I have horsemen, then it's a lot easier to get surrounds and stuff against it, right? Look at my resources right now, by the way. I'm struggling again to spend it. We're gonna take one horsey boy, put it over there. As I'm trying to spend my resources. Look again how big of an army he has. Imagine if he pushed with that and the army he lost. It would be really rough for me to hold that. Let's go for the Spearman upgrade. Even though we're gonna stop making them, I have a decent amount of them. Now relics are kind of vacuumed already through of the map, so it doesn't really help me much if I go for monastery instantly. But I can go for one, just get one relic at least. You know, why not? He's trying to harass this. We're gonna stop him. Yoink. And again, that's the power of mass horsemen. Okay, let's wait for... I never got boot camp, which I'll get now. I can get some camel riders for the lancers so they get debuffed. And once we get Fertile Crescent, we can go into mass farms. It's almost there. And now we need a shit ton of villagers on wood, by the way. Like a shit ton, because we're producing archers. plus we want to go farms. These guys are gonna eventually run out of food. Let's pay him a visit up there with some horsey boys. We're not gonna send too many. I'll send these two as well. We're not gonna send too many though. Food situation now is looking pretty bad. I'm about to run out, but that's just how it do be sometimes. So I want to defend this until I get all these berries, and then we're gonna send these back to chop wood. And yeah, more production buildings. Want to go early farm tech now, and then afterwards I'm gonna go into the other upgrade. I could also go mangonels here, but honestly, I just can't afford it at this point. Could also go crossbows, by the way. That's a good play, actually. If I go crossbows, because crossbows cost golden food, so I can actually transition to farms faster. That's another thing that you can do, and it's pretty good to do in this case. And I have a massive army now. So the reason why I'm playing so passive, if you're wondering, is because he's gonna run out of food somewhat soonish, and the longer the time passes, the basically more army and more of everything I'm gonna have. So I don't mind waiting, whereas he is on like a timer, because China food transition is really rough for him. So we're just gonna chill a bit, and then we're gonna go. There we go. His Lancer is dying. And now that I'm re-walled and I can't be harassed, we're gonna go again. We're gonna go push now. Now, I can push through the middle here, see if I can do something here, and if not, I can just send all my cavalry down there. I gotta wall this, for sure. I don't have a lot of units behind. So it's very, very important that I make sure my base is walled. Okay. And now army supply, or even supply in general, should be like almost 200 versus maybe 120, 130. He has Nest of Bees. You can see how slow his army is. That means that there's siege in the group. And now I look at this and I go, you know what? Maybe I don't, actually. Because remember, he is behind, right? So if I throw my whole army, then I just threw the game. So I just go back a little bit. We make more farms. Now my food eco is crazy good, right? And now soon, like in maybe already, but very, very soon, he is gonna start transitioning to farms. And when he does, that's when you want to attack. So right now he's still producing units off of berries and deer and boar and whatever else. Now we're ahead on villagers, and we just killed more. So that's very nice, and now let's go for a big push. Now I'm pop capped, okay? So now I can just do a big drive-by as well, right here in the back, while reinforcing the front. I'm gonna have a lot of food, so I want to make sure I have a lot of production buildings as well. And look at this, I can almost go Imperial as well here. So he sees my army because of the landmark. He's got a lot of Lancers, by the way. Okay, farm transition for him is also done. We're just killing the workers. Well, his farm transition is not done. He's got way less farms than me. So I'm still in a really good spot. And now we're just gonna kite. He wants to engage with Nest of Bees, and obviously I don't want that, so I'm just gonna run away. Let me get these IOs maybe. That'd be a nice pickoff. I got one IO. Another IO might go down. I actually think I need to go Mass Camel Rider here. Wait, what army does he have? I know he has a lot of Lancers. Let's try to make this. We'll try to make our escape. Obviously, I would love if I could age up and upgrade my units. So we'll try that. Okay, he's pushing. And that's a big push. That's a big push right there, boy. Now, Spearmen I need them. Archers I need the least, kind of. But they're really good at the same time, so it's hard to give up on them, you know? Oof, there's so many upgrades that I want to get, and I don't have gold. So this is going to be perhaps a rough hold, but we're coping. And you can see, even after all the engages that I got, it's still kind of looking close, which is, like I said, kind of shows the matchup's pretty rough. Okay, one Nest of Bees goes down. That's massive. Huge. My upgrades are not done. I'm going to try target fire Nest of Bees with my keep. I killed one of them. I'm going to try to kill the other one. We need more production buildings. My horsemen are upgraded. Oh my god! Okay, we're holding. GG. So that's kind of how you want to play against fast castle civs in general. So this would include Ayubid. Ayubid, I would say, is a really rough matchup, like HRE potentially, but like I said, if I played against, like, and again, Dento is like 1.8k, 2k MMR, but if I played like against a top pro player, I would probably get destroyed in this matchup because the timings are just really, really good for... Oh, I didn't even get composite bows, kick W. These kinds of matchups are pretty rough for Abba, but if I had to pick how I would play them, or, you know, I would probably play like this, like I just did. Or at least 10% chance to win this matchup versus pro player. To be fair, winning against China is not like just Abbasid's problem. Winning against China, again, this is pre-DLC, is a problem for a lot of pro players with a lot of different civs, not just Abbasid. So it's not like it's just Abbasid that you know, can't do well at the top level. But that doesn't mean that you guys can't do well, just because... Like, I always say this, like, I always reference the players that I play against and the styles that I play against. But realistically, if I say this is a really hard matchup for Abbasid, that doesn't mean that in gold or plat or diamond or even Conqueror 1, that's how it's going to be, you know? Like, even in low Conquer 3, that doesn't mean that China should always win. Oh my god, okay, who's this fucking... This guy either sniped me and picked Malian, or we just got incredibly lucky. That's insane. Because this is the matchup that I wanted to show you guys. Wait, who is this guy? Do we know him? Ask him. What is I gonna say? Alright, perfect. Well, anyway, this is gonna be the last game of the Abbasid guide. I really hope you guys learned something. We did not get to do trade, but to be fair, trade Abbasid is not really a thing. I would say, like, it's a thing if you, maybe in team games, or if you want to do something for fun or something like that, but it's not very good. Okay? So, I would probably not have that in my go-to Abbasid strategies, if you will. At least that's me, you know. I mean, maybe you if you want to, but... we found one sheep, by the way, which is great, considering we just talked about sheep RNG. Okay, there we go. Sometimes when I don't find sheep, I'm always like, oh god, I'm like following a scout or something. But maybe not. Maybe just a little bit unlucky. And we're going to leave. I'm going to show you a different type of build, a different type of gaming for Abbasid. So I've been showing you 2TC, I showed you Culture Wing, Fast Castle, all those things, but now we're going to spice it up. And when I say spice it up, I mean spice, jalapeno pepper, okay? We're going to be going for aggro 1TC Abbasid. Now, this matchup, there's some matchups that you can play exactly like how I'm going to play it, but you can also do the opposite and just go full greed. So, this matchup, you can go 3TC Eco Wing, and this is one of the matchups where I feel like it's usually pretty hard for Malian, but there are some timings that makes this matchup also hard for Abbasid, and Malian knows how to play really, really well. But the longer the game goes, I feel like it's just GG for Malian. So, you can play it, like I said, with Eco Wing and then just multiple town centers, or you can play it like how I'm about to play it, which is going to be very, very aggro and just kind of going for it. So, we're doing a military wing into fast ram push. We're going to actually leave 2 on gold. Nah, I'm going to leave 3 on gold. So we're going to do a fast ram push with military wing and horses. So basically, this is what I was talking about earlier. We're going to arrive there with military wing. He needs to make archers, okay? When he makes archers to defend my military wing push, the horsemen will already be on the way. So it's very annoying and hard to deal with for your opponent. And the timing is very close, and he has to react properly while you're just kind of making units. And this is the Beastie special. Okay, this is the worst case scenario for him. Forward gold, and the second gold is right there. So this is like, yeah, it's the worst case scenario for him, basically. So here I can, you don't want to go for wheelbarrow, by the way. So don't get baited by being like, oh, I can just go wheelbarrow here. Because if you go wheelbarrow, then you can't go fresh foodstuffs. And you want to go fresh foodstuffs immediately. And always make sure you're not pop capped when you age up, because you need population for the villagers to come out. Okay? So that's very, very important. So the moment I age up, watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. We age up, double broadaxe, loaded up in the chamber. His scout is right here. So I'm going to make stables here, so maybe he doesn't see it. But he sees no stone mining, so he should know something's off. Fresh foodstuffs, double broadaxe. And I'm going to go actually drop off these 2 sheep, and then I'm going to join with the scout. Okay, I found another sheep. Very good. So, another sheep. Another sheep! Okay. So again, boom, right there. We're immediately pushing. We're going for it. Oh my god, I ran into like fucking 5 wolves on the way there. So the idea here is that we start pushing this immediately. And now that he's making an archer range and there's horsemen coming, okay? Now, preferably, I would love to have my scout already there, but it's going to be a little bit mistimed. There's a chance he's going for, like, insta-sofas or something, but I think that's not quite as good. So I'm going to pull back a little bit just to be outside of range, and I'm going to immediately queue up a ram. And this is where the power in this comes from. Now again, you can do this build actually against fast castle civs, so maybe if you're playing against Japanese who's going fast castle, you can do this also against. Or against Malians specifically, and it works out pretty decent. We're gonna get horticulture. I still don't know what he's doing, so I kind of want to check. Okay, he is going sofa. Thing is, for sofa you need gold, so I already have more units. He's going scouts and sofa. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go camel archer now. I'm gonna queue up wheelbarrow. I'm destroying his houses so he gets pop capped. Hit, and then you can move it. Hit. Now, even though his units, like sofas, should beat my army, I have way more units. So I can just easily get a surround and just do really well against these units. And now we just keep pushing. Golden Age is about to come in. Boom. And he's already, like, in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna put an archer up there, because I want to make sure he doesn't have a gold there. We keep pushing. He might have a gold on the bottom side. I really doubt, but maybe. Oh, okay. I really want to scout up there. Camel archer is out. Okay, I didn't see. Let's go blacksmith. So I can go for a couple of different things here. I can go more camel archers, because camel archers counter spearmen quite heavily. And keep up this tempo, or I can transition to just horseman archer or something like that. And you can even go second TC from here, and I would say it's pretty good for you. You can go for fast imp, you can just all in and feudal, you can do so many things. I would just say keep track of like golds on the map, because if you don't, then he can rebuild, and even though you think you're in a really good spot, he kind of just blindsides you a little bit. Oh, he's going Pro Scout, okay. Pro Scout Donzo. Okay. Let's try deny that. He's trying to kill my camel archer. He's gonna get it. Okay. So this, I traded pretty badly here, or he traded a lot better, whichever way you want to look at it. But he still doesn't have gold, which is pretty big in all of this. Now, again, it looks bad, but it's not as bad as you would think. We're gonna keep this guy here, and we can just go for more of the same. I'm actually gonna go on the deer over here. I'm gonna go on deer over here. Now, the reason I'm going on the deer now is because he's pro scouting. So, because he's pro scouting, I want to make sure that he doesn't get my side of the deer. I want him to run out of food basically faster than I will run out of food. That sofa just died. There we go. And by the way, he can't cow boom right now, obviously, right? So the game is pretty rough. Now, I do want to add towers on each one of these so that if sofas come, I can just garrison and not lose anything. mean, we can just target fire his donzos with camel archers. Like I said, they do a lot of damage against spearmen, so they're quite good and quite annoying actually to play against. Camels, I mean. So this is like the full aggro Abbasid style, where... Let me go on gold. Full Abbasid aggro style. I could have done this also, like, I could have gone into Spearman Archer if I wanted to, if you want to play it really safe, but like I said, I really like the cavalry-based style, and I like being mobile and all that, so I prefer this, but yeah, you can do this quite a few different ways, I would say. Let's go there. Let's go there. I was probably going to try to pro scout this side, and from here on out, I can go for something like Castle Age up into Lancers. Or just upgrade my units, or I can just commit to an all-in. Again, there's so many possibilities you can go from here. He's trying to pro scout this side of the map, okay. He's over here. He's trying to rebuild. We're not gonna let him do that. Okay, he's doing some damage. He's doing some damage. So I do want to age up right now. And I want to potentially kill his scouts, because he should be out of food very fast. I'm gonna get +1 ranged armor. His scouts should be here. Oh no, he sent them up. Okay, we go up. I've secured my deer. We got a deer pack right there. I'm gonna go survival techniques because I didn't already. And now he's got a lot of donzos right there, boy. Now what I'm gonna do is... Oh, we're gonna pick that up first. That's what I'm gonna do. So all the damage he just did, we kind of negated. We're gonna target fire the donzos. And now you can kind of kite forever. Well, they can still throw the spears, but you can kite for quite a long time. And get better trades than your opponent. And now you can do the majestic tech switch. And that can be something like this, for example. We're gonna do a majestic tech switch. We're still gonna make some horsemen just because we have a lot of food. But we're gonna tech switch into Lancer plus Archer. Now that might sound weird. And we're going eco-wing because I want to transition to mass farms eventually. Now that might sound weird, but Gulam plus Archer or Camel Lancer plus Archer is really strong against Malian. And we're also using the same production buildings we already have. So we're not really changing it up. Okay, he has javelin throwers now, but I'm killing a lot more units than he is. And by the way, he's been between, or without, sorry, pit mine for like extremely long time now. So now we can even let him, oh, look at this cheeky little scout. Now we can even let him gather that gold because, well, we kind of delayed him very successfully so far. Another archer range, and we'll just add another archer range. We'll upgrade these units we already have, because why not? Fertile Crescent, we'll get double broadaxe. Level 2, we'll get a little bit of this, because we already have camels, right? For now, we can make a couple of more horsemen before transitioning into lancers. Also, he doesn't have sofas, so I don't technically need lancers right now, but yeah, we'll just make a couple. And now we're gonna need a lot more on gold once again, because not a lot more actually, just a few more on gold. And yeah, right now it's looking pretty good. We can try go for some harassment or something, which could be very good. We're gonna go for composite bows. He's still on 1 gold only. Okay, we see more sofas now. So now I'm confident, okay, you know what? I don't want to make more horsemen. I want to actually transition into lancers. But I'm almost done with all my upgrades. I'm getting +2 ranged, and after this, I'm just gonna go for a mass lancer. We can do some wall in here, just to secure that. I only have 2 stable. Make another one. Another one. Now you can even go for something like Springle into a push. You don't need to, just mass units, because he is extremely far behind. So you can, like I said, you can do a bunch of different things here, and you can't really go wrong. I think you have to mess up from this point on quite a bit to lose the game. Which, you know, never underestimate me. Okay, we put horsemen on those 2. Oh, they're coming back to me, okay. They're dead. Now, the perfect timing would be if he's aging up right now, and then we do the push, but actually, I don't need camel speed. We're just gonna go for it. We got composite bows, we got +2/+2 range armor. And we just go for it. Now, if I notice too many javelins, like I could go for Mangonel here. Okay, so this is the best time to push, like I said. Because now you look, he's running, so he can upgrade his units. And that's why we want to push. Oh yeah, he went Javelineers. I don't want to wait for him to upgrade the elite or veteran upgrade, sorry. So we're just gonna go for it. And now when his upgrades finish, he has no units to actually use the upgrades on. And that is it. That is pretty much how you do it, baby. How to play Abbasid. So mastering Abbasid has been completed. I hope you guys learned something new. I showed you Culture Wing, Fast Castle Abba, 2TC Abba, 2TC Aggro, 2TC Camping. Showed you Aggro Abbasid, and so on and so forth. And again, you can do this build against fast castle civs like Japanese or like HRE that has tower under gold, because you gotta ramp really quick into horsemen, into whatever else you want. That's it. In the DLC, if there are some changes or if there's some massive changes to the civilization, I will update all the build order guides that if they require changing, but you can also find an actual build order guide for each civilization on my YouTube channel. even though they're older and they might not be from last month, they're still good to use. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube Live, let's keep going.